Okay, so now I'll start to define this side profile sketch. I will go ahead and close out the uh, the data panel and double click on the side profile. Now when I open it, I notice that I don't see the card canvas, which kind of defeats the purpose of bringing it in. So I'll close back out, and I can grab and drag the canvas to the forward side of the sketch. So now when I go back in, since it's an operation that predates the sketch, I can see the canvas now. The other thing I notice is as I'm looking at it, I see that I'm thinking that this point here is going to need to be um, extruded from and used quite a bit. So I want to move my uh, center point of the plane to right here, that general area. So I'm going to start with two uh, construction lines, the X on the keyboard, or there we go, X. I will dimension these. Let's see, we'll do 1 1/4. And I think 3 inches. I'll change that to 3.75. So I want to move, actually I'm going to put in a point first. If I hover over this point, I can see these two constraints. There's a constraint with the two lines intersecting, and there's a constraint, a coincident constraint from the point to the origin. I want to select that by clicking on it and delete it. So now my sketch can move around. And I want to make the coincident point, these 2 points now coincident. There we go. I'm going to stop the sketch. I'm going to go back in and edit this canvas. That looks pretty good right there. And I've sort of cheated a little bit. I've done this video a bunch of times, so I kind of know what direction I'm going in. Oops, I did escape on there, so I need to go back in and redo this adjustment. Maybe scale it down a hair. There we go. I got to hit OK for it to take. So now I can go back in and continue editing my side profile. I will draw an arc. And I want to keep that arc tangent there. And I will dimension this to be 1/2 inch. And this is all kind of creative discretion. You can do whatever shape you want. And I'm just going by what I kind of see on the car. Dimension here. And for me, I do want to define the sketch so that I can go back in later and make adjustments if I need to. Drag this one over. Give this a little bit of angle. And let's see, dimension the 0.1. Looks like we need to define this. Look at that, an inch. So my sketch is starting to take shape. Now I need some wheel wells. So I'll do C on the keyboard for circle. And another C for circle. I'll give these two guys an equal constraint. And I will give them a horizontal constraint. So now they move together and they are the same diameter. I'll dimension this to let's do 1 1/8. I'm going to go ahead and dimension the distance, 3/4 of an inch, and the height of the center line of the circle. Go with 0.4. And we'll dimension the last circle. So now I have a fully defined sketch with elements that I can extrude and select. I'm going to go ahead and close out of the sketch. And this is a good point to save. And on the next video, I will start to define the top sketch, which is the body wide sketch, and the side profile sketch that goes around here.